What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With my peeps, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher. Little bit of Taurus, a lot of Taurus in your chart. This could resonate with you, but still, it's a general reading. It's not for everybody, right? So, it may resonate, may not. Okay, with that being said, keep it tight till everything is right. That means shine, shine bright. Day ones, you already know you got my heart. My new subscribers, welcome, honored, and welcome to the family. All right, if you're here for the first time, I'm excited that you clicked on here. Thank you for clicking on here. We're all about the healing. 100, the truth. If you're not about that truth, you need to go on and find somebody else, because we about that truth on here, all right? All about the healing. Look at here. All right, so what we got here, guys? Try to do this quickly as possible. All right, so what we got here is that for some of you, you're going to be the first millionaire in your family. You're gonna be about that paper. But see, what God wants from you, want to know from you, want to see how vigilant, how, what's the right word? Okay, I'll say this. Could God trust you with the money you have? Could God trust you to be true, to be honorable, to do what you supposed to do with the little bit? Because when this come, that's more responsibility. That's a new level, that's a new devil. That's a new thing that you're going to have to conquer, a new thing, that the new way of life, that you're still going to have to be grounded and rooted. You're still going to have to honor God, even though you got that paper. That we know with humanity, when you get money, things change, your mindset change. People change all the time. Confirmation. Okay, so like I was saying, I think I was saying how people change when they get a little change. You know, they change, their attitude change, their temperament change. When they get a little change, let that money flow, that money be popping, and they got a lot of, energy, a lot of money flowing through. They don't know, they change, they act like they don't know nobody, though, or the promises, or the promises and the confirmations and the different things that they were targeting and standing on, all of that fall to the wayside when they start to rise. But see, that's what God tests. That's why God tests us with money. That's why God is careful about that, because God does not want you to fail. God doesn't want you to turn. God does not want you to turn from your ways. You're doing good. You're on the road. You're on the journey. But yes, this is your destiny. But God wants it to be given to you when you're ready, when you are mature enough to handle it. That's when this is going to come in. That's when this is going to fall through. However, it is people, places, and things that are watching you, that knows that this is a for sure thing for you. They know that this is your destiny, and they want a piece of it. They want to be a part of it. They want to be in your energy. They want to be in your aura. They want to be in your presence. They want to physically see you. They want to physically be around you when this come in. And these particular people, some of these people, you wouldn't even think in your mind, you wouldn't even think that these people is thinking that way concerning you. You think that these people care about you. They love you. They your day ones. They your riders. But they only riding for that paper when that paper arrives. They waiting on that paper to arrive, and that's why they riding. You have to always be mindful. Always be mindful who you have around you, who you have in your corner, because a lot of people not in your corner. They want what you have. They want what you that's getting ready to come. They want to be around so they can cipher, so they can be around. And when you doing things and you moving and you grooving and you growing and you got this paper, they want to be around. And that right there that's not a fun position to be in. To have people, places, and things around you that really don't care anything about you but care about what you have. Those type of people that you may have around you that have that temperament, you will never have nothing. You will never be able to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish because they're ciphering. They're trying to get whatever they can get and take whatever they can take and undermine, in the background, undermine you. They're there to take, to cipher, to use, misuse, neglect. That's their purpose. They're not there to support. They're not there to lift you up. They're not there for anything positive. Whatever comes out their mouth positive, in their heart is far from it. The energy exchange is different. It's subtle, but it's different. You have to be able to see it. You have to be careful. When you move in this energy, when you move out in this energy, when God grants this and gives, it's a whole nother level. Yes, your life change. Yes, your material aspect change. But you as a person, you as a human being, you as a beautiful soul, beautiful aura, you as a host for the Most High God, that never changes. When you get in this energy, everything changed but you. That's what God is watching for. That is what God needs to see. That is what God is waiting on, for you to mature enough that you understand that this is temporal. But what's inside of you, the host that leads, guides, and directs your path, that's eternal. That's the Most High. It's coming. Whoever you are, you already know it's coming. You just don't know when. But don't worry. Don't think about it. Don't worry. Don't fret. Don't look for it. It's going to come at the right time. Divine timing into your life. Okay. Here it is. Money. Right? Money is not just tangible bills, or money is favor. Money is abundance. Money is your health. Money is your time. Money is so much more than financial. But as it stands today, this is one aspect of you. I'm talking to, you may be already here, but I'm really talking to the ones that have not gotten to this point. It's coming. But you at a good point. You are comfortable. You flowing. You growing. You content. So when I got these 3 cards, what did I say? Hold on a minute, because I need to say it the way I heard it. Okay, so this is the way I heard it. You're loving yourself. You're feeling yourself. And you're providing for yourself. You have 3 aspects of you that you have conquered. You're defeated. Now let me say that it's not perfect. When I say you're providing for yourself, your bills is paid. Some of you providing for yourself, you content, your bank account good. Some of you, your bank account not where you want it at, but everything is all right. Some of you just getting by, but as it stands today, as it stands today, everything all right. God has pulled you through and made a way out of no way. Okay, that still applies to you. You're providing for yourself. You're feeling yourself because you're taking care of your outer appearance. You're taking care of yourself. You're not broke down, busted, and disgusted, looking foolish, hair all over your head, just throwing on anything. You're not doing all that. You're taking care of yourself. You're feeling yourself. You making sure that you feel good on the inside and you feel good on the outside. You look good on the outside and you feel good on the inside. That's feeling yourself. And you loving yourself. You are, for some of you, for the first time in your life, you can honestly say that you love yourself. You've been doing a work little bit by little bit. And you're understanding, overstanding what it means to love you. What it means when someone says, I love myself. You truly understand, and overstand what that means for you. And you are loving yourself. All 3 aspects. That's where you are. Okay? Whether you feel like that or not, that's where you are. Right? However, and I understood this. I did. I understood when it went on the board what this was about. But now I'm going to say however. However, because I don't get this. I need your help. Okay. This took me off a little bit because I understand what it is, but I don't understand why it's here. Because this right here, we ain't already been through that already. You have tried to help this individual. You have tried to help these people to the detriment of losing your own soul and salvation trying to help these people. And they did not appreciate it. They used you, took you for granted, undermined everything that you tried to do, run you down, ruin you, lie on you. They did all these things to you, never giving you the honor and the dignity and the respect deserving of a person that gave so much. And so instead, they looked at you as if you didn't give enough, because these people were entitled. They felt entitled that you were supposed to give to them. You were supposed to give your all, to the detriment of losing your soul to them. You were supposed to. They were entitled to your energy, to your time, and your effort. They felt entitled. That's why they could not give you the dignity and respect that you deserve, because they felt like they deserved what you gave them. But we all know, as I speak and as I stand here today, that that's a facade. You and this individual or individuals, you were in their life to learn a lesson. To learn a lesson out of these three aspects of yourself. You either to learn how to love yourself, learn how to take care of yourself and see your value and see your worth, or provide for yourself or know that you're worthy to have abundance and success and favor over your life. That stop giving your energy and your resources to other people and give it to yourself. You had to learn that you need your own energy to be able to function, to be able to provide for yourself. Stop giving your resources, your time, and your effort to people who just going to take and drain you, but instead turn that all around, release that person, place, or thing, and give all that to yourself. This person taught you that through that experience that you had, that energy exchange that you had with them. And in turn, you decided to let this person go because you realized that you couldn't help. You could no longer try to help this person. You would lose your own soul and salvation trying to deliver, trying to save, trying to help this individual. So you let go of this individual and you went and helped your own self. Not only did you help yourself, you learned, released, and you start to value, and you start to transform and change and renew until you became a better version of you. No longer needing their validation, no longer needing their dignity, their respect. You gave it to yourself. So you no longer need their respect. You no longer need validation. You don't need anything from this person, but now as it stands on the board, they need something from you. So I asked God when this hit the board, because like I said, I didn't understand why this is on the board. I understand why it's here, but I don't understand. So you got somebody here that wants to force their way in on your reading for you acknowledging these aspects in you, from you congratulating yourself for coming this far, for you sitting down and seeing. I don't care if your balance, your money is in the negative. If your bills is paid, if God made a way out of no way, that's a win-win. I don't care if you you can't do it like you used to do it. You don't have the money, the resources to be able to you know, make you look beautiful, or on the outside, paid extra for doing extra beauty treatments or whatever. As long as you take care of that inner, that outer is beautiful. You don't need no lashes. You don't need no lipstick. You don't need no blush. You don't need no foundation. Wear it natural. If you got to fix anything, fix that inside. Acknowledge that inside. How beautiful you are on the inside will magnify on the outside. And that means when it's magnified on the outside, that means all these distractions. But what that means is when you on the inside, you may not have what you used to have, the resources you used to have, to be able to have it hot and popping, have the lashes popping, the lips gloss glistening, the everything, having the outfit, banging. You might have to reel it in a little bit. But that does not mean you still can't feel yourself. You have to have the right perspective. See, what's on the inside of you is what makes you beautiful. When you put the lashes and the lipstick and all that other stuff, and you got your outfit on, and you got you everything is your sandals, you got your everything, that is an addition. That's an add-on to whatever it is that you got going on the inside of you. Because without any of those things, that beauty that's on the inside and radiate on the inside of you, it doesn't compare to what you can put on the outside. It doesn't compare. That's why, and then also confident in knowing that you're beautiful. That's what I mean by feeling yourself. You know that you're beautiful, whether you are made up, whether you are, your outfit is banging, you banging, whatever. You know that you look good, not in an arrogant way, not in an ego way, in a way that's suited to be able to be radiated on the outside. And loving yourself, that cannot be taken away from anything. When you love yourself and you give to yourself, you give yourself love, nobody can come in and take that away from you. Nobody can come in and disrupt that. That's pure love that's given to you. This is you. This person here, I asked God. I said, and then again I say, this is you, however. You got somebody watching you, which, if you on this channel, I say that every other reading, somebody's watching. You already know someone's watching. You already know that they're looking. I ask God, why is this here? Because as it stands today, you can't help this individual. Oh, I know where I was at. I was telling you that this person is they're forcing their way into this reading. That's what I was trying to say. That's why this is on the board. Because this energy, they want your attention by any means necessary. So this person is coming in. This energy is coming in as an SOS. I need your help. They may need money. They may need your friendship. They may need your advice. They may need your encouragement. They may need your wisdom. They may need your comfort. They may need your kindness. And they may need your love. But you've already been there and done that. You've already given this person what you are required to give them. You have given them 10 times fold. And you are not to go back and give to this person again. But what it is and why this is on the board is because they want to force their way in. They want to pull on your heartstrings. They want you to feel sorry. They want you to come back, and they want you to feel for them again. They want you to love them again. They want to. But why? Why do they want to pull on your heartstrings? Why do they want to love on you? Well, why do they need you all of a sudden? Why? Be mindful. Always be mindful who you have around you. Always be mindful what you give and what you receive from people. This person, this energy wants to force their way in to be heard because you refuse. You are ignoring this person. You're not answering no calls. You shutting that energy down. You turned your back on this person. You're going on with your life. But this energy is desperate. Desperately crying out to you because this energy realizes now how valuable you are. What you are worthy. What you are worth. They now know it. They messed up. They messed up when they treated you in such a nasty, disdain manner. But they're desperately crying out and desperately need your attention, your time, your effort. So much so that if they can't bogart and bully their way back into your life, then when you click on a reading, they want to bogart their way in and get a message to you. But it don't matter. I'll give the message. I'll give you the message. But I'm also going to tell you what the deal is. See, that's what they fail to realize. I give the message, but I'm also going to give what the deal is. I'm going to tell you the deal, the truth. The truth is this person want to come back in to use you. They want what they had before. When you were giving your time and your effort, you was giving everything to this person. So much so, again, I'm going to say that you was about to lose your soul. You was about to lose your salvation because you was willing to give up everything for this individual. But you realized it in the nick of time. You realized that this person was not worth your time and your effort. You learned the lesson in the nick of time. But this person is desperate. And they feel like if they pull on your heartstrings, if they feel like that if they get you at the right place, hit you at the right time, that you'll be foolish enough to take them in, give them a foothold in your life, you start praying and start receiving and start allowing them to come into your life and speak all that foolishness and cause confusion and get you to come in and allow them back in at the end of the day to use you again. At the end of the day to take from you again. At the end of the day to make a fool out of you again. Because this person has not changed. They're not going to change. They don't believe what you believe. They don't want to heal. They don't want to change. They don't want to be a better version of themselves. They like just what they doing, how they doing it. They like the position they in. And they not getting ready to change for you and nobody else. They like right where they are. It doesn't matter if they get karma. It doesn't matter if, God, the wrath come down and judgment come down. They're not going to change. They've made a decision and they rocking with whatever way they rocking. That's pure darkness. They rocking with it. They okay with being in darkness. They okay, but what they're not okay with is you in this position. Without them being in the position to cipher, to take, to use, and benefit from. That is what they can't tolerate that. They can't swallow that. They can't condone that. They got to try to find a way, but there has been no way because you refuse to give them any inkling of your time and your effort. You're not interested in whatever they got to say and what they talking about. So let me bogart and get on the board. You can bogart and get on the board all you want to. But I'm not just going to read what you talking about. I'm going to read the whole situation. So it will behoove you not to be on my board. Because I'm going to read what you're talking about. But I'm also going to read your energy and what you're trying to do to the collective. I'm going to make it quite clear. And maybe next time you might not want to be on my board. You might want to be on somebody else's board, but not mine. And I don't care if you get in the comments or you get, and don't like the video and thumbs down the video. I don't care. Don't get on my board if you don't want the truth to be revealed. This person is desperate. This means a chemical imbalance, chaos and confused of 2 and 3 minds about you, about who you are, what you represent, of 3 minds about you, about how you love yourself, about how you provided for yourself, any money, resources, they mad about it. And how you feeling yourself and those feeling you. You feeling yourself and those people that's feeling you. They mad about that. They have 3 minds, confused, chaos, bitterness about you. Minding your business. You conducting your business, your life on your own terms and doing your thing. And they minding your business and mad at you. They mad at you because you minding your own business. They want you to care, but you don't. It says, I don't give 2 about whomever. See, but it's in reverse. They want you to care. They want you They want you to come back. And they used to be able to come in and pull on your heartstrings and tell you that they need your help and that they're hurting, and they used to be able to do that, and you used to care. You used to give. You used to care. But this is where now you don't. You don't care about this person anymore and what they talking about. You've moved on. But this person is wanting to come in and give that sob story. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, everything is happening. Woe is me. The world is ending. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So you can care. See, because you once cared about this person. You loved this person. You loved them so much that you couldn't see who they truly was and are. You couldn't see their heart was black. Their heart was full of stone. Their heart was bitter. You couldn't see. Because what you saw was their potential, what they could be. But they don't want to be what they could be. They don't want to make the choice to be what they potentially could be. They want to be dark. They want to be bitter. They want to be a victim. They don't want to change and heal. This is some people who don't want that. They want you to come in and help them so they can pull you down with them. Because if you go in to help this person, that is what is going to happen. They're going to pull you in their mess. They want to get you caught slipping. They don't want you to see the truth. They want you to think that they're going to change, that they need your help. They need you to help them get to where they need to be. But that is not it. They want you to come in to pull you in. You're thinking you're helping them, but you're not. They want to pull you in. They want a foothold to swallow you up. So you'll never receive this. And if you do receive it, they want to be right next to you to take and benefit off of your back. Because they in a dark place. This is about positive energy. Ain't no sunshine when she gone. The sun is bright, positive energy. Love, love, love. But when it's like this, it's all darkness. There is no sun. I can't see my way in. I can't see my way out. I need help. I can't see. But when you was providing the light, they took you for granted. Act like you was nothing. Your light was nothing. But your light and your essence was everything. Because at that time when you were in their life, they was able to see. They was able to prosper. They was able to make a decision. Their mind was clear. It wasn't all jumbled up. They wasn't riddled with anxiety and fear because your energy, your essence, it provided a clear pathway of positive energy. But without it, it's pure darkness. And they want that light back. That same light that they misused and abused and talked about and ridiculed and cast down and gossip and just, slandered you. They want it back. They need your help They need your help so they can see their way out of this darkness. But you've already done that. You've already provided that for them. This person is in a dark, dark way of addictions. It says, I have addictions. I am getting over my alcohol addictions. No. This person is down in darkness, weighed down with multiple addictions that they need help to get out of. But not your help. This is another story, another instance where the person is trying to get you to do what God, the Most High God, is supposed to do for them. Your time is up. Your time is done. This particular person that needs all of this help, that need all of this, they must go to the Most High God to receive it. You cannot help this person. All that they have accumulated, all that negative energy, all of that, that is only what God can help them get out of this situation. This is another instance where somebody want to force their way in, bully their way in back in your life for you to help them. But you're not. You're not supposed to help them. You've did everything that you could do. And now it's time for them to go to the Most High God himself and get their needs met. Because if you was to step back into this will swallow you up. That's how dark this person is. Some of you've been gone from this person for months, years. You've been gone. This person has accumulated all kinds of judgment against them. This person have done more things with you out of their sight than when you were in their sight. And a lot of the stuff, they done it to you. So they want you to help them because they accumulated karma. They accumulated a whole lot of judgment against them over stuff that they did to you, but they want your help to get them out of it. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. This person needs God, and God alone is going to be able to help this person get to where they need to go. Not you, not bullying you, not pulling on your heartstrings, not doing the violin, I'm a victim, everybody. This ain't your fight. This ain't your fight. You have to continue to move on. What is yours? You take what's yours and move on. Anything else, you release it and you also move on. You don't take on anything that is not yours. It's not your fight. It's not your battle. You allow this person to sit in whatever it is that they put themselves in because it's due to their choices and decisions, not yours. Not yours. And that's all I got to say about this. So with that being said, hit the comments. If you want to be considered, the comments are getting better. I'm getting some connections. So continue to write. I'm starting to connect with some of you. Continue to write in the comments. Like, share. Go over to What About. It's in the descriptions. Make sure you subscribe. I will be looking to see if that is changed. Like I said, I'm not right now. I have a lot going on, so I'm only sticking to this channel, but I will be getting back to my other channels. So when I do get back, you hit the bell, you'll get that notification. So with that being said, make sure you do those things if you want to be considered. Like I said, I am connecting with some of you. So continue on. Continue the comments. And with that being said, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is